Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. No, I was just kidding, because never mind. Yeah, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. So, you guys seem to be really, you guys seem to actually like the first episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. So, that's why never mind. I'm so bad at making intros. Sorry for this. But we're back with another episode, and today it was we were going to show poems. Yeah. All right. Who should I show my poem to first? And yeah, guys. Also, I'm going to say something that some of the words I pronounced wrong when I said enthusiastic, or that word. It's actually pronounced enthusiasm. Enthusiastically, or is enthusiasm a word? I don't know. Never mind. Forget that. Okay, Sayori. I'm definitely more comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Alexander. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Well, thank you. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. Well, thank you, Snapchat. Well, not now. So, when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an Alexander poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. When I mostly draw my feelings, how I feel like that day. I mostly draw myself happy, sad, angry, I draw my emotions. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Alexander. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only real good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. I knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, me too, actually. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. But if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. Yeah, it is actually. It's bad to skip breakfast because you need the energy to do something. Like I've if you don't eat like lunch or something, when you get tired after a certain amount of time, you get tired. So yeah, it's bad to skip food. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, next one. That's key. Question mark? Okay, wait, let's see, what was her voice again I gave her? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Ooh. Do you want to get smacked? No. Well, try. Well, you can try if you want to. Well, good luck. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I missed history. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Well, wow, she was much quicker. Not that you would like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run. Yeah, I think it is. Eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Quick poem. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all so. Now it comes to these words I don't know how to pronounce again. So sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously, but but isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits every single time. But it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. The mouse, right? Did I actually pronounce the word right? This here, never mind. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about the simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it all flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did, I guess, more went into it than I realized. Wait, does my, like, when I speak now, does my words echo? Wait, I have an idea. Maybe that's better. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Well, yeah, you. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Well, Natsuki was quick. Yuri, I take them in like an order of the set of this. Okay. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. So sorry. Yura buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It feels like it felt like I pressured her a little bit there. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. Yeah, because she's shy, I get it. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up one of them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing in even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little... I don't know how to pronounce, though. How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if people... If I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me or to Natsuki. I do not have dyslexia, if you think that. It's just like, some of the words for me, like, some of them, like, changes, or some of the... It's just like, I cannot see which letter it was, so I missed to, like, put in that letter. It's like, it feels like the letters disappeared, or something. Well, I've always had. It was very difficult for me to read when I was younger. Well, I'm still young now. Well, when I was like when I just started school and all that. Like some of my teachers sent an email to my parents like, yeah, well, he has it's hard for him to read and all that. Yeah, so that is why I was reading every like with my mom. It's also to read learn myself new words because I'm also misspelling language. Well, some of the words people say I don't know what they mean, so I have to like raise my hand when I'm like in the classroom, and the teacher asks me, and then I said like, but what does that word mean? So yeah, misspelling language is kinda annoying. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought and process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, baffling. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight of love withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green blue of the future. I baffle. Come, sorry, Yuri, if I can't read the your style. Well, your handwriting, but your handwriting is great. It's so much better than mine. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I am sorry. I have such a terrible handwriting. No, Yuri, you do not have terrible handwriting. Your handwriting is amazing. Your handwriting is great. Don't say that. It's great. What? It wasn't. I wasn't thinking of that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That is what I meant. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Natsuki's poem was shorter than Yuri's. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Alexander. I must have missed the point of the poem. Really? I must have totally missed the point. That's what I said. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. As soon as to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn than putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. It's something. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Great. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Counting on you too, Yuri. Who should I show my poem to next? But yeah, well, who should I show my poem to next? Oh, Monica. Oh, wait, I need to... My throat was dry again. I had to drink something. Monica, you're next. Hi, Alexander. Having a good time so far. Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. I'm all ears. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in my mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I do not want to ruin everything, don't I? I'm much better off at just going with the flow. Just go with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Alexander. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of a barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Wow, yeah. Yes, it is, because I picked the most words when I was writing a poem on hers. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? Yeah, we were childhood friends, so yes. I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. We maybe be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe. Let's vibe. I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Wait, did I miss something? It feels like I pressed 2 times. I could be. Well, I think I read it. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. but in any case, Zara's writing has a kind of gentle to feel it. Wait, did I miss something again? It feels like I clicked 2 times, but I actually don't. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Why do I have to do that? Clear my throat every single time. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Yeah, you need to try different things too. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit. There comes that word again. Toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find that suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I'm not very good either. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always you know. I see. Well, let's read then. Ah, hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. Well, there's endless possibilities in this world. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Yeah, that is true, from the real me. From me too. Like, when they asked, like, so what do you think about it? I was like, it's good. I'm not a great person when you, I'm not the best person to ask for feedback. Also, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It has been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets to fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Yeah, you have to. Don't be afraid to fail, because mistakes make you strong. Because if you're trying to make it all perfect, you'll never get anywhere. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's okay. Mistakes make you strong. Just force yourself up to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. You got me thinking of Bendy and the Ink Machine. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Oh well, that makes sense now. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Maybe that actually can help you guys too when if you're writing poems in like school, in the school. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated, or nah, never mind. It's as if everyone is judging me for my doors. I still can't pronounce our writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on... Why does it feel like I skipped? And then I didn't. Yeah, I knew it. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Okay, they do. Well, Natsuki looks mad. You mad, bro? No, just kidding. And Yuri looks like she's thinking about something. Yeah, she's trying to read it, maybe. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Yeah, why does it feel like something bad is going to happen, like any second? Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to try to... You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Ah, come on, Natsuki. She tries, okay? Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Alexander did too. Okay, you're mentioning me. You're alright, so you're mentioning me right now. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Alexander liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Oh, they're like, oh, he liked my poem. Well, oh, guess what? He liked my poem too. Oh shit. Oh, now we come to this. Well, this is when I said now it come to this that when I said something bad is going to happen. Well, here's the end of the line. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I. You're just. Yuri stands up as well. Oh, that's the first time I've ever seen her mad, Yuri. Maybe you're just jealous that Alexander appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs and... For fuck. Whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Alexander started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed that I was standing there. Alexander, she was just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have it to figure it out. Have you explained that to her, Alexander? Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Alexander? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? By the way, Natsuki, Yuri's boobs has nothing to do with this. Where did you get that from? This has nothing to do with this. It's not like I know anything about writing. Yeah, so what do I look like, a writer? But however, I agree with they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be Natsuki Yuri. Help me, Sayori! I'm not picky either. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, tying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Why does it feel like I gave Sayori's voice to Natsuki for a second? Sayori! Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Alexander, well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri that what a stuck-up jerk she is being. She would never. It's Yuri's immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody else likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I don't just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because... well... Also, Natsuki cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's... and Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Wow, Sayori looks really serious now. Monica stands behind her with a... what is it with it? Bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, the game didn't give me an option to say anything. Well, I could if I would have picked Natsuki or Yuri. Well, I didn't pick either of them. As I said, if you... I think I said this in the first episode, I don't really know. If you ask me a question like, what do you like more, like cats or dogs? I always say both. But like if I would only choose one, I would choose dogs. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiled sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot or not. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about the time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, mostly. Alexander, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I'd learn a little more about the kinds of poems, about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Haha, Undertale. Alexander, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sarah beams at me. Wait, what? but like, when they say beams, like, do you mean with laser eyes, like, pew? It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Well, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fighting like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, no. What gives you that idea? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion. That's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Alexander, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think, like in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest, and I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. Did I give her a different voice? It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but doesn't really need to stop here. Well, I just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright, it's time to write a poem again. Marshmallow. Play, pressure, vivid, special. Oh, that was a Doki Doki option. Hurt, skipping, uncontrollable, horror, daydream. Extreme, crimson, sunny, rose, family, fireflies. Let me get me thinking about this song Fireflies by Owl City. Summer, heart, clouds, vanilla. Well, you like the common style, you like the vanilla. Adventure, anime. Am I all just writing anime poems? Fireworks. Cause baby, you're a firework. But sorry if I sung. My singing voice is terrible. Fireworks. Please don't give me copyright because I sung some of the lyrics. Marriage. Wait, a marriage? Treasure. What hopeless. Death. Dark. Swimsuit. Aura. That's fun. Flower. And awesome. And kitty. Alright, another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. After entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Alexander. Yo, Sayori. Okay, what? Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club. That's all. I've been here for like, how many times have I been in this club? I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. You're always hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Ah, that's what you were trying to do. You were trying to get me to follow you to like somewhere you can buy food, like the vending machine or something. If they have a vending machine, to say you would make me buy snacks for you, huh? So I'm onto you. Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets it contents spill out onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see it right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. That is exactly what I said. That is actually exactly what I meant. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves, the one option. Ah, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. Now I'm thinking about this anime meme, like, objection. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Alexander to let me borrow some money. That's not how it works. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Like, how much money is it like to buy? Like, can you just go buy a Snickers bar or something? I don't like Snickers.
What? What the fuck?
And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is a fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That started coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys that she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. So now I know the backstory of it all. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. But, okay, what? It was just like... Plap! Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Did Jesus give me a cookie? Did it fall from heaven? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution.
Time for retribution!
Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. I was totally worth seeing your reaction though. So Natsuki gives her like revenge or something. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly slaps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Aw, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sarah gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie is still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sarah off her. Sarah suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sarah trots away to safety. You and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica's in the club room. She's late. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. You mean she got a boyfriend? Is that what you're trying to say, Sayori? She's probably more deceitful than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have at least heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Wait, shouldn't you be able to hear the bell ring? Like, if it was a fire alarm, everyone would have heard it, even if they were playing, like, music. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looked at me. Why does everyone like to look at the direction where I'm standing? Because she likes you, dumb. Is that why? Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'll also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Alexander. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sarah's mischievous escape. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie, Yuri's back to her book, and the cookie disappeared. What? Did I say and cookie disappeared into the closet? And Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Thank you, now I said the right word. Alexander! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica, we're going to make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Alexander to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion.
Are you sure about that?
See, if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Alexander? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Yeah, I getcha.
Sayori finds a pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of a literature.
Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance.
A performance?
Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on the stage and recite their favorite poems.
That sounds kind of dull.
Alexander, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It is not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say, the lines of the poems, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous,
JoJo's, no, just kidding,
moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the one purpose is filled before me. It's but a barren wasteland. Like that.
Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that.
You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know.
I know. Well, sometimes my clicking does not work. It just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say that it's embarrassing.
And also, guys, I also found that if you actually if you right click, it does this. You can look around on the background.
Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that it means I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun.
Sarah spins herself around in the hallway again.
Hey Alexander, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission.
You're the last one. Complete the mission. The mission, eh? Mission impossible. It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in the room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the classroom and I follow.
Let's see what we have in here. Crayons.
Sayori pulls out a box full of crayons off the shelf.
They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though.
Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we'll still need to find a...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
I dropped mine by accident. Smack.
Gah! Sarah bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. Ah! She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap.
Ow.
You okay?
My forehead.
Sarah clutches her forehead. Gee, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet.
You have to move your hand, Sayori, but it hurts.
Just do it for a second. Okay. Wait a second. The crayons. They say it's 24, but I only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's no way there could be 24 in there. And there's no like crayons underneath the other ones. So there's no way there's 24 in there. Or some of them might have fallen out. Well, I don't know. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry, there's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Alexander, where would I even find the ice? Where would I even find the ice around this time? Well, if you have a cafeteria, maybe the cafeteria has ice. Or like an ice machine. I guess a cold drink would do. Yeah, vending machine. Let's go. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. Haha, what are you saying? I'll be right back. Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out in the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice packet rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. That doesn't really look like apple juice. It looks like honey more than apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. What did the play protagonist just say? It's not like it would be used for drinking anyway. But what does Sayori do? The first thing. What is the first thing she does? Drink it. Facepalm. Sayori, what are you doing? It is for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stinks.
Stings, doesn't it?
Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crime, so that's good. Hey, Alexander, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself. You were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Alexander, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Alexander, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. Remains silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sarah hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Ah! Well, I guess it's too late for now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayora out of the classroom. Sayora plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the clubroom. You're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayora, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it. I was playing with the cries and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, yeah, you told the truth. Monica would have like the same expression, like, yeah, okay. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right. Sayori finally glances around herself. I forgot all of the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Alexander. Well, Sayori found them, so she also did the work. I won't take all the credit. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, we're gonna do that in the next episode. Thank you for watching this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. And much happened today. And this episode was a little bit longer. It kind of came to like an hour. Well, last episode was like kind of an hour. What does it feel like? What does it feel like we're always going to end up on like every time I end the episode, I'm always going to end it on like what is it called? On when sharing poems. What does it feel like I always end up here? Well, yeah. Anyway, hope you guys like this episode. Don't forget to click on that like button and subscribe if you're new here, and click on that notification bell so you don't miss a video from me. And I'm still actually enjoying this game so far. It's kind of cozy and comfortable when sitting here reading and all that, and see how the story progresses. Well, anyway, as I said, thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.